I think you get money every morning. Tom Jordan, heard you get money. You pay for your fame and fortune. You pay for your fame and fortune. They dope in their fortunes.
What is up, Undroppables Nation? I'm your host, as always, Josh Lee, and it's another beautiful, beautiful Monday today. Just got back from vacation, spent the weekend at the Outer Banks, and we're ready to win the $3 million. So honestly, let's just jump straight into it, guys. Title of the show is just vibes-based drafting, so that's kind of what we're just going to do. Feeling relaxed, feeling good. So let's just hop straight into another draft. Let me actually go ahead and do this really quick. 1 second. Let me fix this. Pop this over here. All right. Open this up. All right, let's go. Hop straight into a draft. I'm starting to get a pretty good feel for where guys are falling, where the value is. Help'em says, what's going on, man? What's going on, Help'em? Things are good. Things are going great out here. It's a beautiful Monday. Had some great rest and relaxation over the weekend. So I'm ready. I'm ready to win the $3 million. I'm feeling good. Good vibes, guys. Good vibes. Let's go and get it. Let's go and get it. Let's win that $3 million today, guys. I know I've talked a lot about the models that I built, a lot about the rankings that we're using. I'll go ahead and pull those up on the screen for you guys right now. These are the rankings that our model has output. Just for any of you guys that are new and are not familiar with the model, built a model basically to predict the half PPR fantasy output for every single player, for quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers specifically, and tight ends. And the model's pretty good. Let me just go ahead into the model evaluation. Basically, the model is able to predict with a pretty solid accuracy, specifically for quarterbacks and wide receivers. So tight ends, we have a 29% R-squared. That's not the best, but a mean absolute error of 33 points for tight ends. For wide receivers, 53% R-squared. Really, really strong. I was super happy about this model, so I feel pretty confident in it. 45-point mean absolute error. Running backs, a little bit lower, 37% R-squared with a 50-point mean absolute error. And then for our quarterbacks, 52% R-squared with a 64.8 mean absolute error. What those basically mean is for a mean absolute error, when the model predicts how many points it's going to output, how wrong is the model on average, and then the R-squared is how much variance, how much of the variance is the model able to explain. And at 52% for quarterbacks and 54% for wide receivers, that is really, really strong to be able to predict that sort of outcome at that confidence, especially with how much variance there is across the season. I know there's injuries, a lot of unexpected offenses that are better than people expected them to be, like the Seattle Seahawks last year. Nobody expected them to be good. They were phenomenal last year, and all of those players that were drafted way, way down in Ball Mania were huge values and helped teams go on to advance to the playoffs. So that's kind of what we're looking for by using this model. We're trying to see where the gaps between the current market, which is the ADPs, and what their actual fantasy production in the past kind of points to what they should be actually predicted at. So we're trying to take advantage of that gap. So I'm really happy with the 3 guys that are going to be there. I like being in the top 6 because you get one of Justin Jefferson, Travis Kelce, Jamar Chase, CMC, Tyreek Hill, or Cooper Kupp. So we're just going to take whoever falls to us. Let's hope that it's Cooper Kupp. Actually, I took Cooper Kupp yesterday, so maybe we'll take a Tyreek Hill today. I'm happy with either of them. Ooh, they both are here. I'm going to go ahead and take Cooper Kupp again because I don't have enough Cooper Kupp teams. And Cooper Kupp is actually our top wide receiver. If you can see right here, Cooper Kupp, top wide receiver on the board. So I'm happy that we're able to get him. Jamar Chase is gone. Tyreek Hill's there. CMC, AJ Brown, and where's Kelce? Kelce's up here. And then our boy JJ. Where's JJ? Oh, he's right here. Okay, cool. So all these guys off the board, and we were able to get our model's top player. I'm happy about that. Help him asks, so how often do you follow the model versus trusting your own intuition? Almost always I'm going to trust my own intuition. It's really, really rare for my intuition and the model to completely disagree because, I mean, I built the model. I kind of built up that intuition as I was building the model. Basically just like seeing what inputs the model was saying were the important variables. So like I can go ahead and show you like specifically for the wide receiver model, because that's I think the most powerful model at this point. It shows like the most important variables are how many PPR points did they score 2 years ago? How many years experience do they have in the NFL? What's their BMI? Bigger receivers. Receiving EPA, age, maybe age and years experience have a lot of multicollinearity there, but not quite. So it's something that I like to wait. And then draft number, again, how highly were they drafted? I think it's a pretty good indicator. If Waddle falls to us, we'll go ahead and take Waddle. Waddle does not fall to us. So hey, this is one of those points where we're just going to use some vibes-based drafting because I really like Nick Chubb this season. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the draft button on a Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb might be one of those guys that starts to rise throughout the offseason. And I really like the Cleveland offense this year. I think that is one of those things that the model is missing right now is the how powerful an offense is going to be. So this is kind of where those vibes-based drafting comes in. Okay, the Browns, good vibes are there. I know Deshaun Watson, not going to speak on him right now, but love Nick Chubb. They let Kareem Hunt walk. He should be a beast this year. Getting him in the middle of the second, I love that to pair with our wide receiver 1, Cooper Kupp. Already loving this team build. Let me go ahead and pull up the schedule as well. Oops. Oh, it's pulling up the right thing, right? And the Browns are playing the Jets in Week 17. That is a Thursday night football game, so that's going to be a fun one. It is in Cleveland. So we get Chicago, Houston, New York Jets. I really like those 3 matchups for Nick Chubb. Other than the Jets, obviously are a pretty strong run defense, but I like the other 2. Okay, so the 3 quarterbacks go. So when it falls back to us, we're probably going to want to look at receiver if either Olave or Devonta Smith falls. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the draft board. So this is what it looks like so far. Waddle, Wilson, Amon-Ra, JT, CD have all gone. Tony Pollard just went. Let's go ahead and cross these guys off the list. Josh Jacobs is our top guy. If he's still there, we're definitely going to be taking him. Saquon is gone. JT is gone. That should be everyone that's been drafted so far. Yes, CD Lamb. Okay. So let's see who else has been taken. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. Okay. Oops. All right, Lamar Jackson's a little bit further down here. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson go back to back. Olave is still on the board. We're up in 4. Okay, we'll take Olave, Devontae, or Josh Jacobs here. That'd be pretty nice. Actually, even if Breece Hall falls to us, right, Josh Jacobs gets taken. Let Olave fall to me, please. Please. Oh my God. This is beautiful. Olave falling to pick 30. I will hit the smash button on that. The Saints have probably one of the easiest schedules in the NFL this year. But we'll have to see who the Saints are playing. Oh, they're playing Tampa Bay Rams. Is that the Giants? Playing the Giants in Week 17? Oh my God. Oh, this is cake. Okay, we're gonna want to stack some New Orleans guys in this draft. Help him ask, what do you believe will be the highest scoring games of Week 17? It's tough to say right now. The games that I like the most are definitely Baltimore versus Miami. I stacked a ton of those yesterday. Didn't stream yesterday. Sorry, guys. Doing the Underdog Cardio Club and haven't found a great way to stream and draft the Underdog or stream and do cardio at the same time. So for the 7 Underdog Cardio Club submissions, I'm going to stick to just drafting those. And we'll do 143 streams instead of 150 this year. But definitely my top 3 games are Dallas, Detroit, Miami, Baltimore, and probably Cincinnati, Kansas City. I think that game is going to be a little bit lower scoring than people are expecting, but I still really, really like that game to stack because they're two elite offenses. But back to the draft room. Ridley, DK Metcalf. Oh, Dallas Goedert. That is a big reach. What's his ADP? Oh, my God. Okay, I've not seen Dallas Goedert go in the third round before, but I respect it, I guess. Got to go get your guard. Obviously, I would never do this. You don't want to reach on ADP this far for any reason. So and Trevor went in the first round. I didn't even notice that. Okay, get 12. I appreciate you being in our draft room. So you're going to allow some ADP value to fall to us. Thank you again. He did get Amon-Ra though. Help him says, gotcha. I think the biggest shootout will be the Rams and the Giants. I love that game. That's why I also love Cooper Kupp. Rams Giants can be a good one. I also really like what's the other one that I really like? Cleveland New York Jets could be interesting. New Orleans Tampa Bay could be interesting. There's definitely some interesting games on the game slate. It's hard to say who's going to be the top scoring match at this point. But Jerry Jeudy has fallen here, and I really like Jerry Jeudy this season. I think he's a guy that's being slept on a little bit just because of how terrible the Broncos were last season. But I really like Russell Wilson, Sean Payton, that entire offense to kind of figure it out. And I'm loving the Jerry Jeudy this year in the fourth round. 1 second, guys. Got to let my dog in. She's scratching at the door. Oh, hello. You want to say hi to everyone? You want to say hi to everyone? Come here. Oh, okay, never mind. She ran off. But okay, loving the draft so far. Nick Chubb, Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy. Denver plays who? The Chargers in Week 17, I think. Denver plays the Chargers Week 17. So we could look for some Week 17 stacks there. Maybe if Herbert slides to our next pick. Yeah, Broncos Chargers is another game you really like. I love that game too. I've been loving the Chargers this year. Stacking all of the Chargers has been one of my priorities. But if Burrow continues to slide, maybe we'll even look at just like at a naked Burrow. I don't know. We'll see how the room falls to us. But I'm really liking our draft so far. I think we're going to want to go Herbert for that Denver Chargers bring back. And then if Keenan Allen slides us, maybe we can double up on them. We'll see. We'll see how this room falls. But where's Get 12? Who did you take Get 12 in the? Chris Godwin? Oh, wow. Look at the ADP value that this guy is giving us. I'm loving. Thank you, Get 12. I haven't had one of you in one of my draft rooms, especially one of these streamed draft rooms thus far. But the vibes are here. We're doing just some vibes-based drafting, guys. Just kind of just going with the flow. Maybe if Terry falls to us, we'll just kind of vibe with that. Fifth round, Kenneth Walker. I have a lot of Kenneth Walker. Okay, the fifth round, Kenneth Walker just got taken. Maybe we'll just continue with the vibes. If one of these receivers falls to us, I mean, we could go Herbert because we love Justin Herbert, and the model loves Justin Herbert. And Kellen Moore loves Justin Herbert. So maybe we'll go with him. We'll see who falls to us. We're going to have a bit of a surprise just to see who falls to us. Herbert is our top guy on the board. So maybe if Herbert's there, we just go ahead and hit the draft button on him. Even though these receivers are here, it's kind of seemed that the receivers have fallen down the board a little bit. So I think if Herbert is here, we're going to go ahead and grab Herbert. Herbert is here. I know DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, those guys are all great. But Justin Herbert is here, and he is an elite quarterback. So we are going to hit the draft button on him. And we get our top elite quarterback. Give me some Justin Herbert. Maybe we can even look at some Geno Smith later on. But we've got our boy. We've got Justin Herbert. We'll even look at like a Joe Mixon next round, something like that. I think Najee's already gone, right? Terry McLaurin. Yes, Najee's gone. Okay, Terry McLaurin just got taken. I think Christian Kirk's still there. Kenneth Walker. I'm loving our draft room so far, guys. We already have kind of an elite squad coming together. Actually, DJ Moore's still there, right? DJ Moore's still on the board. Mixon just went. Mixon, Kittle just both go. Let's see. Got to drop a few more of these guys off the list. Drake London got taken a little bit ago, right? No, Drake London's still on the board. Wow. Okay. Please let Keenan Allen keep sliding. Please let Drake London keep sliding. Please let Jackson Smith and Jigba keep sliding. Brandon Ayuk. I will take one of London, Pittman, Smith and Jigba, or Ayuk at the next pick. Help him says Herbert and Johnson only matter of time before Allen Williams get hurt again. Yep, you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm going to be looking at QJ later on in this draft, but I definitely want one of these top 4 receivers. Drake London goes. All right, hopefully they keep falling. Come on. Give me one of these 3. Please give me one of those 3. Would love to have one of those 3 on my team. And just keep the good vibes rolling. Keep the good vibes rolling, guys. 6th round, Drake London. That's crazy. Hot Tub Time Machine got 2 solid players there. Cole Kmet, thank you. Get 12. I really appreciate you. Thank you for donating your $25 to the Ball Mania pool. Get 12. Let's go. You're my favorite right now. Hopefully this draft doesn't get canceled because Get 12 is obviously doing something funky in this draft. So hopefully hopefully this draft stays good, especially if Beiji Lin. Oh my God, we get either JSN or Brandon Ayuk. I prefer JSN, but I am more than happy with Brandon Ayuk as well. So we'll see who Stretch 13 takes. If he passes on JSN, this team is looking like it's set up to take down the 3 million. This is oh my God, this is crazy. JSN is our wide receiver 4 at pick 67. Okay, I'm just going to continue to eat all of this value up. Seattle plays Pittsburgh. Oh, that's another game I really like. Seattle versus Pittsburgh in week 17. The model loves Brandon Ayuk, but I got to go with my boy. So Ayuk goes. The model loves Brandon Ayuk. I love Brandon Ayuk. I love JSN even more. So I'm happy that I was able to get JSN here. Trevor Lawrence won the first round. That's crazy. First quarterback off the board, Trevor Lawrence. Calby Cool asks, what happens if a draft gets canceled? Basically, you get an email saying that your previous draft was canceled and your $25 was refunded to your account, and then you go in and try again. But I'm hoping that this draft doesn't get canceled because this team is looking like an absolute monster. This team has Justin Herbert at quarterback, Nick Chubb as our RB1. Our wide receivers are Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's looking like an absolute force of a team so far. Not too many stacks thus far other than the Chargers, Denver kind of bring back option, which I'm really happy with right now. We're going to look at QJ. Maybe even if like a Deontay Johnson falls to us, we'll look at him there because we have the Pittsburgh-Seattle game. Can stack that up. And then I'm going to focus. Actually, I'm not going to say I'm going to focus on because I got stream sniped a bunch of times last week. But Helpin says, so when does the draft usually get canceled? Usually if Underdog is noticing something weird happening in a draft like this one, then they're going to cancel it. I mean, usually if a guy is just reaching everywhere on ADP, those drafts typically get canceled. I've only had one draft ever canceled in my life. Maybe you guys have had more. I'm not sure. But this guy obviously did something really, really funky by taking Trevor Lawrence in the first round. So he's donating money to the pool. I'm happy about it. We'll see if Underdog lets us do that, or if Underdog lets this room stay intact. Okay, falling back to us, I wonder if I want to go Deontay Johnson here just because the model really, really likes Deontay Johnson. I really, really like Deontay Johnson as well. I think he's getting drafted way, way, way too late. Like he's all the way up here with in the 181 range at wide receiver 18. Being drafted at wide receiver 38. Like that's just value at that point. And even George Pickens is going over him. I like George Pickens. I like Deontay Johnson more just because of the amount of targets that he's able to command every single year. And he had 0 touchdowns last year. Those are going to come back to earth, and he's going to have at least 5-6 touchdowns, maybe more. I expect this Pittsburgh offense to take a step forward. So Deontay Johnson is definitely the pick here. I wish I had 2 picks back-to-back because I would also probably go Cam Akers to stack him with Cooper Kupp. But I'd rather grab Deontay Johnson here and focus on running backs a little bit later. So Rashad White goes, yeah, we're going to grab Deontay Johnson here because what's Cam? Oh. Going with the vibes. Deontay Johnson is the vibe right now. We're just vibes-based draft today, guys. I'm loving this team so far. I think after this pick, we're just going to be hammering running backs now because we've spent 5 premium picks at wide receiver, and I love every single wide receiver that's on our team right now. Like this is a squad. Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Deontay Johnson as our wide receiver room. That's absurd. So I like it. I like it a lot, guys. And the fact, where's Cam Akers on the board here? Cam Akers is pretty far down, RB32. I like Cam Akers a little bit more than the model. So this kind of speaks to Helpham's initial question is like, when do I go with my own intuition versus the model? That's one of those points. Like, we have to add a little bit of context on top of what the model is spitting out. And Cam Akers is like 2 years off the torn Achilles. So that's some context that obviously the model can't pick up on. I've still been trying to work in building into the model the ability to read injury data, because we do have an injury table that we're going to have to append on. But that is yet to we've yet to been able to do that successfully. So we will do that soon. We'll have that for you guys soon, but not yet. Helpham says, Cam Akers is this year's Josh Jacobs. Mark my words. Hey, that'd be pretty cool if Cam Akers was this year's Josh Jacobs. That feels like a little bit of a stretch to me, because Josh Jacobs had performed at an RB1 level in the past and then got faded for no reason. Faded because they drafted Zamir White in the 4th round. That didn't really make a ton of sense to me. And like, yeah, Cam Akers is a good player. I think he has the potential to reach top 3 RB in the NFL this season, but I would put it at like maybe a 5 to 10% chance. And so I'd rather take a shot on different players, like a Deontay Johnson, who I'm very confident is going to finish as a top wide receiver. Okay, I think this is going to be a 6 wide receiver team, because I'm really happy with these 6 wide receivers. Like, this team is looking like an absolute force. We have Justin Herbert, Nick Chubb, Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy, JSN, Deontay Johnson, Quentin Johnston as our wide receivers. So maybe we just like get Josh Palmer in like the last round or something. But because right now I'm really happy with those receivers, I'm just going to start hammering the running back position just to try to get just to start shoring up our running back room, because we only have Nick Chubb right now. So we'll see who falls to us. James Conner just went. He's a good one. Helpin says, I agree, the Steelers receiving core slept on. It most definitely is. I think Kenny Pickett's being slept on a little bit too, just because I like Kenny Pickett as a quarterback more than most. I missed this comment, but Cal Be Cool says, T-Law MVP season incoming. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Hey, I talked with my pod co-host last night. If you haven't, check out the Unending Rebuild on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Me and 2 of my friends have been talking about Dynasty all off season. So go ahead and check us out. Yesterday we were talking about Trevor Lawrence's ability, and I said that his ceiling is probably around like he could become an MVP level quarterback. He could hit MVP level, just because like they went up against the Super Bowl winners last year, the Chiefs, in the divisional round. Put up a pretty solid game. I think if Jamal Agnew doesn't fumble that right at the goal line, that game is completely different. Maybe the Jags even take that one. And Doug Peterson was able to do it with Carson Wentz. He won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. Doug Peterson is the key to making that machine run, and Trevor Lawrence is just a huge benefactor of it. So I love that Trevor Lawrence has Doug Peterson now, and Trevor Lawrence should take that ascension to the next tier. I think if Zach Charbonnet falls to me, I'm going to go ahead and hit the draft button on him, because I like taking shots on those types of guys. He was drafted in the 2nd round this past year, and Seattle uses running backs a ton. Kenneth Walker, I still think, is the RB1 there, but Seattle likes to use the second back pretty often. When Rashad Penny was drafted in the 1st round, in 2018, I think 2018, maybe it was 2017, it was a long time ago. Chris Carson was the RB1 there at the time. Chris Carson was given the bulk of the work. He was given like 15 to 20 carries a game, like a cashier there. But Rashad Penny was still given like 8 to 10 carries a game. I think that's still going to happen this year. Zach Charbonnet will get 8 to 10 carries a game, which is good enough at an efficient role. He's going to be an efficient player in an efficient offense. He's going to be given spell work, so he's going to get softer fronts, maybe more tired fronts. So Zach Charbonnet is going to be able to take advantage of that. Rashad Penny was able to take advantage of it. Zach Charbonnet will do the same, and I'm happy to have him on this best ball team as our RB2. Helpham asks, how you feel about Ritter this season? Feel like people are way too low on him. Let me go ahead and hit the draft button on Zach Charbonnet first real quick. And he asks, how you feel about Ritter this season? Feel like people are way too low on him. I mean, like, I like Ritter. I think Ritter will be able to get it done in this Atlanta offense just with how good the weapons are around him. I kind of see it a little bit like when Ryan Tannehill first went to Tennessee. Arthur Smith was the coach there. Arthur Smith helped this team go to the playoffs. He helped Marcus Mariota look like a competent NFL quarterback. Or sorry, not Marcus, Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill was kind of out of favor in Miami, and so they shipped him off to Tennessee, and then he kind of rejuvenated his career in Tennessee. And Arthur Smith's system helped him do that. Get 12. There he is again with Jerick McKinnon. Thank you for the donation, Get 12. But back to this. And I think Ritter's going to be able to look competent. He's going to be able to make the throws, the reads that he needs to make. I mean, he looked okay. Didn't look great in his rookie season, but he looked decent. He didn't throw any interceptions. He didn't make too many mistakes. So I think everything else is just like a function of timing and practice, and he should be able to shore that up this offseason. So I like the Atlanta offense this year a lot. But back to the draft. We'll see who continues to slide. If Elijah Moore keeps sliding, I think he's the pick there. Also like Samaje Perine as the Denver stack. I'm happy that quarterbacks are going here. Geno Smith, is he that his QB1? Yeah, he is. Okay. I love Geno Smith. Geno Smith is great this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. I think Kirk Cousins is still there. Danny Dimes just went. Let's just get Brady off of here because we're definitely not drafting him. I think Elijah Moore just went. I think Tua's gone also, right? Yeah, Tua's gone. Dak is gone. Deshaun is gone. Kirk is gone. Rodgers is gone. Okay. Rodgers, Kirk, Goff is still there, but I don't think we want Goff on this team. Tua, Dak, Deshaun, Kyler's definitely there. James Conner is gone. Gibson's still there. We're going to look at Gibson for sure. Mike Evans, Tannehill is still there. Lazar's still there, I think. ETN is gone. Zay Jones is still there. We're going to get Matt Ryan off this board too. Tyler Lockett, Aaron Jones, Mark Andrews, DK Metcalf, Michael Thomas, David Montgomery, Breece Hall, Mike Williams, Devontae Adams, D-Hop, Pickens, Debo, Amari, Hollywood, Damian, Dylan, Watson, Keenan, Pitts, Sanders, Algier still there. Goddard went. Oh, we're back on the clock. Okay, Juju's here. Perine's here. I think Perine's the pick. I like Perine a lot more than Juju, so we'll go ahead and hit the draft button on Perine as our RB3. I love it. Keep stacking that Denver Chargers game. So far in that game, we have Herbert, Perine, Jerry Jeudy, and Quentin Johnston. That's looking pretty spicy, so I like this team so far. I like that we're stacking the Chargers-Denver game. I like that a lot. Peyton has already come out and said Perine provides flexibility. I'm thinking we see a committee in Denver. I'm thinking that Javonte Williams won't even be healthy to start the year. It's tough because Javonte Williams tore his ACL, MCL, PCL, I think, in week 2 of last year. He had the same injury as J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins also tore ACL, MCL, PCL in the preseason 2 years ago. And J.K. Dobbins started on the PUP. Maybe they were taking a cautious approach with J.K. Dobbins, but even J.K. Dobbins looked a little hobbled to start the year last year. I think he's going to be full force this year, so I like J.K. Dobbins this year. But Javonte Williams I've been very wary of, especially if he's going to miss the first 6 weeks of the season. It's tough to envision Javonte Williams going in there and taking the bulk of the work. I agree with you. Perine at the minimum is going to be used decently, but I think to start the season, he's going to be the RB1 in Denver, and he's going to be valuable in fantasy. So even if just to start the year, Perine is the guy, then I like that for the first 6 weeks while Charbonnet gets his legs under him. But obviously, when it comes back to us, we're going to keep hammering the running back position. I like the running backs in this range. Hopefully my guy falls to us, but we're not going to expose who our guy is just in case people are on the stream watching, ready to snipe us. But who did Get 12 draft this go around? Get 12 drafted Rodgers. Okay. So this guy is just drafting guys that he really likes. And like the team doesn't look good, but it's normalized enough where I'm hoping that Underdog keeps this draft because that dude is just he's not doing anything funny. He's just drafting his players that he really likes. So good on him. I appreciate you, Get 12. We're gonna take your money though. But I do remember Oh, you're good. Well, you never know. Help them. There could be other people. You're not the only one that's watching this stream right now. I do appreciate all of the comments, all of the engagement. And I'm really hoping that our guy falls to us because we're very, very close to him not making it to us. But yeah, there's always other people. There's people on Twitter, on Twitch that are that could be ready to snipe us. Rasheed Rice, that is really, really early for Rasheed. I don't like Rasheed Rice as a prospect. I don't like him as a player. I do like his situation. Obviously, he lands with Patrick Mahomes, so he might have a spike week here or there. But as just a player, he's not my favorite pick. Oh yeah, we got to start looking at buys now. I have not paid attention to buys at all. Let's go, Antonio Gibson, our boy, 11th round as always. That's beautiful. This is looking like a force of a team. I'm going to keep hammering the players that we like. Vibes-based drafting, guys. This is the way to do it. Just draft for the good vibes. Draft the guys who you're vibing with. And I'm vibing with this team so far. This is looking like a wonderful roster. So hopefully our guys can continue to fall to us because I'm loving this team. I think that this team has a chance to actually take down the 3 million. This one feels really, really good. Chargers, Denver, Rams, Giants, New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Washington, San Francisco, Cleveland, New York Jets. Okay. I think we're going to want to stay in those realms now. Let's just start hammering those games. I think the next pick. How do we want to play this? Jared Goff goes. Okay. Let's see what the rankings are saying. Goff was definitely the top guy on the board. Just got our boy Gibson. I think Lazard is gone, right? Lazard is gone, I believe. Chase Claypool, get 12. All right, boy. I like Chase Claypool this year. I don't like him in the 11th round. I do like Chase Claypool at like the 16th round, though. I think Lazard won in the 10th round. Okay, Lazard has gone. Help him ask, you planning on drafting Russ to add to that correlation or no? I think I'm going to focus on the running back position first before grabbing my second quarterback because there are other quarterbacks that I can take a little bit later that I'd rather stack with my players. Even though I do like Russ making a little bit of a bounce back this year, I think that I have other positions of need before taking my QB2. And I have a particular someone in mind, but we will see. We will see. If our guy gets taken, maybe we look to pivot to Russ. But I'm kind of on the fence about drafting two quarterbacks in the same. Does Denver's a week 9 bye in the same week 17 game? Like I don't hate it. Oops, but I think that there's better picks at this junction. Kyler gets taken. Kyler, Jimmy G. Russ gets taken, so that kind of makes this a moot point. I didn't really particularly want Russ at this point either. But there is someone that I do want. And that is Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller is a player that I am higher than consensus on, I think. And if Kamara gets suspended, I think Kendre Miller is the huge beneficiary here. Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller, I think, is a great player. And I have been drafting a little bit Kamara. So I think Kendre Miller is our hedge against the Kamara bet because if you guys aren't aware, there's a huge just like legal conversation around Alvin Kamara right now. There's a very, very high chance that Kamara does get suspended for at least 6 games. And if Kamara gets suspended, I think Kendre Miller steps into a pretty sizable role in New Orleans. Kendre Miller, I think, is going a little bit too late because he was drafted day 2. And rookie running backs drafted on day 2 are often used in their rookie season. I mean, Alvin Kamara was drafted in the 3rd round in his rookie season, and he was used pretty heavily as a rookie. So Kendre Miller could see similar usage to that. And I do really, really like Kendre Miller this season. We're stacking Kendrick Miller with Chris Olave, so there's some more New Orleans correlation there. Maybe we can look for a Tampa Bay bring back, but it's not necessary. Helping says Kendrick's even wearing Reggie Bush's number. I didn't know that. Even better. Let's go, Kendrick Miller. He's the running back to draft, I think, in the 12th round because he's going a little bit too late, in my opinion, just because there's so much uncertainty in that New Orleans backfield. And Kendrick Miller didn't get a lot of love in the pre-draft process, but I thought he was great at TCU. Again, listen to the Unending Rebuild. One of my co-hosts, Jared Perlman, loves Kendrick Miller. He thinks that he's going to be an absolute beast in the NFL. So let's go ahead and draft some more Kendrick Miller on this squad. This is looking like quite the team. I like that we have 4 rookies on this team because rookies tend to outperform their ADPs. So I like that a lot. Okay, I think I know who we want at our next pick. Hopefully he does not get sniped from us. So let's see. And help him adds one more point on Kendrick Miller. Jamal is not a 3-down back, so Kendrick should be good. I agree. But Jamal might vulture a few touchdowns here or there, but that's okay. Kendrick Miller's a big boy too. He can get some touchdowns for us as well. But come on, keep letting our guys slide to us. Come on, keep pushing them down. Keep going. Come on. Keep going. We have a lot of rookies on this team, but that, I think, is for our favor. And this is looking just like an absolute force of a team, guys. This is looking like a squad. Come on. Keep pushing our guys down to us. I have two choices at my pick. I don't know which one I'm going to draft if they're both there. But I'm hoping that they're both there because hopefully they just continue to fall and I get the second one on the next pick. DJ Osborne, okay. Okay, they are both here. Just gonna go with the vibes. Greg Dulcich. Give me Greg Dulcich. Keep stacking that Denver LA Chargers game. We have a lot of players in that game now. We have Justin Herbert and Quentin Johnston on the Chargers side, and we have Samaje Perine, Jerry Jeudy, and Greg Dulcich on the Denver side. So this is looking like a good, nice little stack forming in that Denver Chargers game. If my guy gets taken, I will tell you who my second player was that I was looking at. I'm hoping that he keeps sliding to us. But I actually have 2 options I could go with this next pick. I have a few. I don't know exactly who I'm going to want, but we'll see how the room falls to us. This is an interesting spot, guys. This is a very interesting spot. I love this team so far, and there is one particular player that I want to take. We'll see, though. We'll see. Get 12. Who are you taking? Get 12 is 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 4 receivers, and 2 tight ends. Get 12 is really, really just going for it. What a team, guys. What a team. Taking Trevor Lawrence, 50 picks ahead of ADP at pick 10. Taking Dallas Goedert, 30 picks ahead of ADP at – it takes Devin Singletary. Okay, not terrible. Jalen Warren. Okay, keep him coming. Come on. This is interesting because there's 2 ways that I could go about this next pick. You ain't fooling me. I know you want Sam Laporta. I do really like Sam Laporta. I will not be taking Sam Laporta in this draft in particular. I do have him in a few of my Detroit stacks, though. Whenever I'm drafting Jared Goff, I try to get Sam Laporta. But there is one particular player I am looking at here. Hot Tub Time Machine. I'm liking his team that he's built out. I think he's going to be our primary competition in this room. Austin Equinocci Harris, Alvin Kamara, Brian Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, Calvin Ridley, Drake London, Keenan Allen, George Pickens, Sky Moore, Zay Jones, and then Higbee, Geno, and Trey to close out that team. It's a pretty strong team. I think ours is a little bit better at Herbert, Nick Chubb. So one more time, just from the top for the audio listeners. We have Justin Herbert at quarterback. We have Nick Chubb, Zach Charbonnet, Samaje Perine, Antonio Gibson, Kendrick Miller at running back. We have Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy, JSN, Deontay Johnson, Quentin Johnson at wide receiver, and we have Greg Dulcich at tight end. We're going to need to get a few more tight ends, and few more running backs, maybe one more receiver. We have 14, 15, 16, 17. We have 5 more picks left in this draft. And I know exactly the guys that I want to be taking. We just got to hope that the room continues to fall perfectly for us. So let's just, on a whim and a prayer, guys, let's go. This is feeling like a team that could really make a sun run, though. So I'm really liking the team that's shaping up. I like Marvin Mims a lot here, too. So it looks like Bailey JN is kind of going after a few of the similar games as us. I guess not exactly. I guess he is doing that Jets. Is in Cleveland bring back? No, he's going after some Jets guys, but okay. He took the Russell Wilson, Marvin Mims stack. I love Marvin Mims. Think Marvin Mims is a great player. But hopefully our guy makes it to us. And he does. Matthew Stafford, come on down. Having a quarterback room of Justin Herbert and Matthew Stafford just feels like cheating. Taking Matthew Stafford in the 14th round also feels like cheating. Taking the Matthew Stafford Cooper Kupp stack feels like cheating times 3. So I love this team so far. We have absolute forces at quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and then we need to just shore up our tight end room enough where we can feel at least pretty good about it. So hopefully the room continues to fall to us because this team is looking like an absolute beast of a team. I'm happy with it. So let's see who comes to us at the next pick. But yeah, I've kind of strayed away from using our rankings as much. And like I said, just going with vibes-based drafting. And this is a pure vibes, looking beautiful sort of team. So Help Him says looking like a $3 million team right there. It does. It really, really does help him. This is looking really, really good. I'm loving this team right now. Going with everything LA. So both our quarterbacks are in LA. They're going to be playing in a dome all season long. I freaking love it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Our primary coaches are Sean McVay and Brandon Staley, but brought in Kellen Moore as his offensive coordinator. You know what Kellen Moore loves to do? He loves to run that freaking score up. Just keep throwing the ball. Keep airing it out against them. Come on, Justin Herbert. You got it. You got this season. Jordan Love is sliding massively, but I already have my 2 quarterbacks. I don't need to take a third. But if you're in this draft room, you should probably take Jordan Love at this point. I guess Flames Nation. Do you have any Green Bay guys? No. Okay. Well, I guess Jordan Love can keep sliding. I don't love Jordan Love this year. I think there's a lot of uncertainty around him that you can take advantage of, though, because taking a QB2, QB3 down here in the 15th round is pretty solid. By noob. Oh, he's going after his Cleveland guys. Wow. Okay. I guess he was probably upset that Donovan Peoples-Jones went, so he went and took Cedric Tillman. Dang, I want to take Bigsby here. Take Bigsby would have been pretty nice, but I do think I will take my guy if he falls to me. I think Juwan Johnson's going a little bit too high also, but we're going to take Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett used heavily last year. Chargers tight end, so I guess we double stacked the Chargers in Denver week 17 game. Stack them with Justin Herbert. Loving this team so far. I expect the Chargers offense to be good this year. Denver offense to be good. Pittsburgh, Seattle offenses to be good. New Orleans offense to be serviceable. And the Rams offense, I think, is going to take a step forward after just an abysmal year last year. But we have 3 picks left, 16, 17, 18. And I think I know the positions which we're going to want to attack. But we are going to wait before we disclose who our favored picks are. But I think I have a good idea. Elijah Mitchell went a while ago. Okay. So in terms of top guys that are on our board, we have our boy. I won't say his name yet. Tannehill's definitely there. Lazard. I think Zay is gone too, right? Zay is most likely gone. Zay probably went a while ago. Yeah, Zay went in the 12th round. I do like Zay Jones, 12th round. We were able to get Matthew Stafford. Tannehill's still there if anybody wants to go ahead and take him. Jacoby's definitely gone. Mac Jones probably still there. Algier went in the 14th. Rashid Shaheed Wandale. Hunter Renfro. Kenny Pickett's still there, I think. George Kittle, Chris Godwin. Gabe is gone. Rashad White, Devontae Smith. Devin Singletary. Noah Fant's still there. Dalton Schultz, Evan Ingram. They going in the 12th should be criminal. Help him. Do you think he should? Where do you think he should be going? Help him. I'm curious because I like Zay. 12th round, I do agree, is a little bit too late. He should be going earlier. But I'm curious where you think he should be going. Help him. Komet gone. David Njoku, Traylon Burks, Chase Claypool. Baker is still there. Darnell Mooney feels like he should still be there. KJ Osborne. Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett, Taysom Hill, Chuba Hubbard. Okay, this is getting pretty gross down here, so I think we're just going to take – Michael Carter is still there. We probably want to grab one more tight end just to shore out our tight end room. We could take our top guy. What stacks do we have available to us? We could go – well, our Rams, Higbee already went. Cleveland is in Njoku. Seattle. Oh, we could do Seattle. We could do – I guess Pittsburgh Freiermuth already went. The New Orleans tight end is – I mean, we know it's Juwan Johnson, but it's also Foster Moreau. Could look at him late round too. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we're on the clock. We're going to go ahead and take Lenny. I mean, I'm just going to keep drafting Lenny down here just because, like, he's going to get signed somewhere, guys. He's going to get signed somewhere. And for him to be going in the 16th round at pick 187, I think is just it's stupid. Like, he's like, let's take a look at Leonard Fournette for everybody at home. Look where he's at in our models rankings. I mean, he's RB9. I mean, obviously, I disagree with the model in that he's going to finish as RB9. I don't think he's going to finish as RB9, but I think he finishes in the top 24 running backs. Like take a look at his stats from last year. Like Leonard Fournette stats last year. Okay, last year at his age 27 season, he had 189 rushes, 668 yards, 3 touchdowns. Obviously, rushing was not good. He only had 3.5 yards per carry. Obviously, not good at all. But receiving, he had 83 targets, 73 receptions, 523 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. That's pretty on par for like the rest of his career. But this is the second most receptions he's ever had in his career. 88% catch rate, highest of his career. I mean, he's gonna get work somewhere. And it's odd year Lenny. Last year, what we were saying all offseason was it was even year Lenny, even year Lenny, even year Lenny. He's not going to be a good pick at a second round ADP. Don't be drafting Leonard Fournette in the second round. That's what I was saying all offseason. This year, it's odd year Lenny. So draft all of the Leonard Fournettes. Leonard Fournette should not be going this late. Draft all of the Leonard Fournettes. If you're doing one thing in your draft rooms, draft Leonard Fournette. If you're in my draft room, let him fall to me. Don't be taking Leonard Fournette. But in all of your other draft rooms, draft Leonard Fournette. He should not be going the 16th round. The second he gets signed, whoever the starter is where he gets signed, those owners are not going to be happy, but Leonard Fournette will immediately shoot up draft boards. Draft Leonard Fournette, draft Leonard Fournette, draft Leonard Fournette. It's not that hard. Helpum says, do you think Moreau will take Juwan's spot in New Orleans? No, I do not think. I'm on the clock. Oh, shoot. Screw it. Isaiah Hodgins. Vibes-based drafting, guys. There's our 7th receiver that we're taking. Isaiah Hodgins, way after ADP. We can stack him with this Stafford Cooper Kupp. So he's our bring back. So I think we're done drafting that. But our last pick is going to be a tight end. And I think I know who we want, but maybe we'll spice it up and throw in a little bit of a curveball in this draft room. We'll see. We'll see how this room falls to us. But let's see. By week 9, by week 5. Okay, so I guess we don't really – okay, the guy that we wanted just went – it was Tyler Conklin as the bring back on Nick Chubb. But that's okay. Our second guy is there, the guy we've been drafting a ton of. And I do like him in the 18th round. Cade Otton, 65 targets, 42, 7, 391. Competition expected from rookie. They drafted Payne Durham. I don't even know who that is. Huh. Okay. But, okay, we're going into our 18th round. What a team we have drafted so far, guys. This room has fallen pretty perfectly for us, and it's looking pretty strong. I'm liking the room that has fallen to us. I'm liking the team that we've drafted. This is looking like an absolute force of a team, and we can just kind of top it off with the cherry on top if our last guy falls to us. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no. No. Hot Tub Time Machine took Noah Fant. No, that was our guy. We already have a lot of Noah Fant, but he was our guy. Maybe we just go say fuck it and just go no correlation, like straight up bonkers shit. I don't know. Daniel Bellinger, divide up behind Waller. I don't like that. Who do we take, guys? I don't know. We could go Kate Otten because we have so much New Orleans. Chris Olave, Kendre. Who's Tampa Bay? They get Green Bay, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Tampa Bay, Indianapolis. Does anyone get the Cardinals down here other than the Eagles? San Francisco, Chicago, Philadelphia. I want to Jake Ferguson. All right, we're going with the vibes. Do we just take Jelani? Say it likely. Screw it. Jelani Woods. Let's go. Helpin says Ferguson probably. I know. I was going to take Ferguson if he fell to me, but Bailey JN, he's been sniping us. But that's okay. We'll take Jelani. I love this team, guys. This team might be my favorite one that I've drafted so far. I mean, we have Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford at quarterback, running backs Nick Chubb, Zach Charbonnet, Samaje Perine, Antonio Gibson, Kendrick Miller, Leonard Fournette. Wide receivers Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Deontay Johnson, Quentin Johnston, Isaiah Hodgins. And at tight end, we have Greg Dulcich, Gerald Everett, and Jelani Woods. That's my first Jelani Woods, but I'm hype on Jelani. I think that he has the potential to really be used in that offense. I think the report was that Jelani Woods would get featured a little bit more in that offense. Colts 2023 breakout player, Jelani Woods. Indianapolis Colts are expecting sophomore tight end Jelani Woods to be a productive playmaker in 2023. Woods possesses an excellent opportunity to play a sizable role in a strong candidate to enjoy a breakout campaign. Was became productive. Recorded 9 receptions for a team by 98 receiving yards in a late November primetime defeat to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Metaphorical light switch came on for Woods toward the conclusion of Indianapolis' schedule. Big play for the. Go. Oh, let's go, Jelani. Oh, I'm happy I took him. Let's go. Helpin says, all it took for someone to not know how to draft and you made a dream team. I did make a dream team, didn't I? This is quite the roster. Let's go ahead and just stare at it a little bit more for all of you folks at home. Maybe I'll do another one just because I'm feeling good right now. We got gifted with an absolute squad. One more time, quarterbacks Herbert and Matthew Stafford. Running backs Nick Chubb, Zach Charbonnet, Samaje Perine, Antonio Gibson, Kendrick Miller, Leonard Fournette. Wide receivers Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Deontay Johnson, Quentin Johnston, Isaiah Hodgins. Tight ends Greg Dulcich, Gerald Everett, Jelani Woods. What a squad. I am going to do another draft, but I'm going to make some coffee first. So while you guys wait, I'm just going to pop on some. Let's see. Who should we dedicate this team to? We're dedicating it to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, league winner. So we're going to give you guys some Nick Chubb highlights while I make my coffee. Let's see. Nick Chubb. We'll just go with the easy one. Top plays of the 2020. And I will be right back, folks. Damn, beast. Oh my God, how's it going in the second return? Oh, I'm gonna grab Nick Chubb again. This is getting me hyped. Look how good this guy is. Oh, stupid ad. Boo. 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 Oh man, why are they showing it bad? All I want to do is Nick. Let's go, Nick Chubb. You guys remember that breakaway run that he had in his rookie season? Is this his rookie year? Yeah, this is his rookie year. Oh my God. He was so- Good boy, dude. All right, that's hype. Let's go. Let's go for another one. Let's go for another one, guys. Let's name this team first. This is what day is today? May 22nd. This is a 2-6-7-3. LAC Denver. There's also some LA Rams in there. Cool. Let's get it. Let's get it. Another Best Ball Mania draft. Let's go. Feel good today, guys. We're just doing vibes-based drafting. We're going to continue doing vibes-based drafting. Let's go ahead and cross all this shit out. All right. Let me go ahead and grab my coffee. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. $3 million. $3 million. Come on. Let's win the $3 million today. 3 million, 3 million. Waiting on one person. Come on, come on. Waiting on one person. We feel good. Look good. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Come on. Give me 5, 6, 7 again. I actually really like that range. 5, 6, 7 this year. That is such a juicy range. And let me get Cooper Kupp again. I want all of the Cooper Kupp this year. I think a large reason why Cooper Kupp is so high in our rankings. I mean, he's all the way up here with a fair projection of 280. I mean, let's go ahead and look back at Cooper Kupp. Did they say anything else? Yeah. Cooper Kupp stats. Look at this dude. Oh my God. 145 receptions, 1947 yards, 16 touchdowns. That receiving room is even more depleted than it was that year. I mean, it's just him, Van Jefferson. Who else do they got? Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell. It's gonna be the Cooper Kupp show. I think Matthew Stafford's gonna be fully healthy this year. Okay, in 9 games, He had 75 receptions, 812 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 9 games. In 9 games. What? They have his game logs. Where's his game logs? Oh, here it is. Helpum says, yeah, Cup is outrageous. Plus, he has no competition. Yeah, I think he should be going higher than where he is right now. Last season, what were his game logs looking like? Last year, okay. He started off the season with 13 for 128 and 1. Then he backed that up with 11, 108 and 2. He had 4 for 44. It was kind of a dud week. But then 14 for 122, 7 for 125 and 1, 7 for 80, 8 for 79 and 1, 8 for 127 and 1. Oh, my God. Where am I at? 104. Okay. We're going to grab another Cooper Kupp. I don't care. I don't care that yeah, people are scared because of his age, and people are also scared because he got hurt last year. I mean, he had a high ankle sprain. It's a high ankle sprain. Okay, he's going to be back and better than ever. Come on, you guys should not be fading Cooper Kupp like this. I mean, Cooper Kupp was going as what? 101, 102 last year? And people probably think it's crazy that he's still getting drafted in the that high of a range. But hey, I'm going to keep drafting Cooper Kupp. I think he's an absolute value, and you can very, very easily stack his quarterback with him. I like Tyreek Hill in this range as well, and Travis Kelce, just because Travis Kelce gives you such a positional advantage. But I want as much Cooper Kupp as I can get this offseason. But let's go. JJ is off the board. We are off and running. Please tell me Get 12 is in our room again. Oh, no. Get 12 is not in our room. So that's a little bit unfortunate because we didn't have him helping us out. But JJ is gone. JJ, there you go. Who's Rusty Skills going to take? Rusty Skills is going to take Jamar Chase. Chalk, chalk, chalk. Go ahead, take the 101 and the 102. Kid Prosper takes Tyreek Hill, so I will take Cooper Kupp. There we go. We're starting off the room very, very well. Again, we're taking our wide receiver 1, Cooper Kupp. And we're going to try to stack him with our fave, Mr. Stafford. Okay, Christian McCaffrey goes. I think I saw Travis Kelce went right after that, and he did. So, Kelce, you are off the board as well. Crazy that Kelsey's above the other 3, the top 3 guys, basically. I love Kelce. Kelsey's going to be a beast this year, and he has such an advantage over the rest of your room because he's such an elite tight end. Like here, let me show you guys the tight end output real quick. The tight end output is crazy. I know the R squared on the model is only 29%, so it's not able to explain a lot of the variance. But the one thing it can explain is that Travis Kelce is far and away the tight end 1. I mean, he is almost 80 points clear of tight end 2, which is Mark Andrews, and I expect that to kind of play out that way because Travis. I mean, there's nowhere in your draft where Travis Kelce is going too high because Travis Kelce is just such an advantage to have over your opponents because he's going to be the tight end 1 again. Because I mean, he doesn't get hurt. He's just a beast. He's a beast all around. Devontae Adams 107. That's crazy. Bijan 108. Great pick. 109. Stephon Diggs 110. Austin Eckler. Let's go ahead and pop everybody in there. Let's see. Waddle's still there. Diggs is gone. Garrett Wilson. Actually, no. Has Garrett Wilson been taken? I don't think he has. Garrett Wilson is still on the board. A.J. Brown is gone, though. Eckler. Saquon's there. Okay. I think the third baseman. Oh, yeah, and Devontae Adams. Model doesn't like Devontae Adams. I am lower than consensus on Devontae Adams. And when I first started drafting, I thought it was a little bit confusing that he was getting picked so high. I mean, it makes sense. Like, he is an elite receiver. He is an amazing, amazing receiver. So, like, I understand why people are so enamored by Devontae Adams. There's a lot of uncertainty there in Las Vegas. His quarterback just changed for the 3rd time in 3 years. It is now Jimmy Garoppolo. I think both Aaron Rodgers, obviously, but I also think Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo. And I think that Jimmy Garoppolo's style does fit Devontae Adams. Like, he's going to be able to hit Devontae Adams in stride, get him in space. but it's still a dangerous proposition to be taking him at the 107. Like maybe in the back, I feel comfortable taking him in the second round, but in the first round just feels very, very high, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But all right, let's go ahead and see who continues to fall in here. Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra both go. CeeDee Lamb just went. Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, CeeDee BB. I like CeeDee Lamb as well. JT, Jalen Hurts, Jonathan Taylor. Where's our boy Jonathan Taylor? Saquon's our RB6. Who's our RB1, RB2, RB3, RB4? Who's our RB5? Austin Eckler. Okay. Waddle goes. Where's Nick Chubb on here? Nick Chubb might be a little bit lower. Yeah, Nick Chubb is RB17. But I like Nick Chubb. Absolute beast. Give me all the Nick Chubb. If Saquon falls to us, screw it. We'll take Saquon. Saquon does not fall to us. Saquon goes off the board here. Patrick Mahomes gets taken. Maybe we'll play this a little bit differently. Nick Chubb gets taken. Give me Josh Allen. Give us our top quarterback on the board and give me QB1 and give me wide receiver 1. That's crazy. I mean, look how far Josh Allen is projected over QB2 and QB3 and QB4. Josh Allen should be drafted as the quarterback 1. He's a little bit of a cheat code. So it's kind of crazy that he's getting drafted this far down. But I am happy to be getting one of my first shares of Josh Allen. I was waiting for his ADP to slide a little bit, and I like Josh Allen here, the back half of the second round, especially being taken as the QB3. So hopefully the quarterbacks get pushed up the board a little bit, but we'll see. We will see, you guys. We will see. Okay, Devonta Smith, Chris Olave, T. Higgins. Where are they? T. Higgins. Chris Olave. Where's Chris Olave? Where's Olave? Oh, he already got. I already marked that. Devonta Smith is way lower. And the model doesn't like small wide receivers. Ooh, we're back on the board. Whoa. You know what? We'll go with the vibes. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry. I don't think our model loves Derrick Henry. Oh, no, the model's fine with Derrick Henry. Okay, we'll take Derrick Henry. I'm happy with that. What does the model think of Ramondre? Okay, he's a little bit after. Okay, I'm glad we took Derrick Henry. Took Ramondre not too long ago, but I was thinking about it. I took him Ramondre a few days ago, and I was thinking, like, I don't know if I love Ramondre as much as other people do, because in the third round, like, he's pretty expensive, and it's Patriots running backs don't typically pay off at a third round price. But I do see the allure. I do see the appeal. Ramondre did fizzle off at the end of last year, where, like, I'm not as confident as Ramondre to pay off at ADP. But I am confident Derrick Henry because it's the freaking king. It's freaking Derrick Henry. He's going to get abused like he always does. So give me Derrick Henry right there. Anchor our running back room. But we need to start hammering receivers. And I do like this next range of receivers. Buffalo plays New England. So maybe that would have made more sense for the Ramondre Stevenson. But Tennessee plays Houston. And I like playing Derrick Henry against Houston. Like, come on. But we'll see who continues to fall. Mark Andrews goes. Calvin Ridley, Mark Cooper. Helping says Ramondre is great for fantasy, especially PPR, since he gets used a lot. Yes, I agree. Ramondre is great for fantasy. But let's take a look at his game logs at the end of last year, because I do remember I had him in a few leagues, and all the leagues that I had him in, I lost in the playoffs because he just straight up didn't perform in the playoffs. Ramondre at the end of last year, so he had 24.8 in the first week, and then he only had 2 and 7 in the weeks after that. So, like, that's That's tough to finish the year off 12-3, 24-2-7. Like that's a weak finish. I know he had just like a great stretch right here of 12, 19, 25, 23, 21, 16. Great stretch before the bye, or I guess a 20 even before that. But then he started to fizzle off. I don't know what that was a function of. I know I hate what's his face? The coordinator that just got taken away. Matt Patricia, he's gone now. Like that's good that he's gone. It's now Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien's not the best coordinator in my opinion, but he works. Helping says won't argue with you there. He also lost my fans like him and Watson. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But I think if Jahmyr Gibbs is here, I think we got to take Jahmyr Gibbs in the 4th round, back into the 4th round. That'd be crazy to get Jahmyr Gibbs and just have just all of the PPR there. Would be a little bit of an unconventional build. I typically don't only have one wide receiver through 4 rounds, but if it falls that way, I think we have to. And then if it doesn't, then we'll probably take Jerry Jeudy again because he should be the top wide receiver on our board. Let's see. Ayuk is still there. Jeudy. I think in this range, if Jahmyr Gibbs is gone, we're going Jerry Jeudy. If they're both gone, we'll figure it out. Pittman's there. DJ Moore's there. Drake London, Mike Evans. I mean, this whole range is here. DK's gone. Debo's gone. Amari Cooper's gone. D-Hop is gone. Christian Watson's gone. Okay. So this is the range we're in. Both the Chargers receivers go. So DJ Moore goes. Okay, so we're going to get one of Jahmyr Gibbs or Jerry Jeudy. I don't think DK Apps is going to go Jahmyr Gibbs because he already has 2 running backs. So we will feast with the Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jerry Jeudy goes. So we grab Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's go. Wow. This is a very different build than the last team that we just drafted because the last team we just drafted, we had 6 wide receivers through 7 rounds. But we only have 1 wide receiver through 4 rounds now. So we're going a little bit off script here, but I still like it. I mean, these are just 4 elite players that we've been able to draft. Because Jahmyr Gibbs was drafted 12th overall, guys. 12th overall. He's going to get abused. Maybe not abused in that sense, but he's going to get used at least at the minimum. Let's see. Josh Jacobs is gone. You can still there. I think Najee might still be there. Jeudy just went. I think Kenneth Walker is gone. Burrow goes right there. D-Hop, Etienne. DJ Moore is gone. Rom is gone. Lamar Jackson. Big Len is still there. Nick Chubb, Etienne, Mark Andrews, Breece Hall, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. Okay, we'll stop there. Who is on the board for us? All right, Kenneth Walker, Joe Mixon, they both go. I'm okay with the running backs going there because I'm looking at wide receiver. And if Terry makes it to us, I think we go Terry McLaurin. I do like Drake London, but okay, Drake London goes, so we'll go ahead and get our guy, Terry McLaurin. The model loves Terry McLaurin. I love Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is a beast. Terry McLaurin in our rankings is wide receiver 12. I think he's able to make that step as well. Sam Howell, I believe in Sam Howell. He's a good quarterback. And to be able to get him a little bit after ADP is even nicer. This is looking like a beautiful team already. We can maybe even look at Washington, San Francisco stacks. I'm going to be a little bit less aggressive on that. But if Brandon Ayuk comes back to us, I think we will take Brandon Ayuk. And I think that's a nice little skinny stack to have right there. We'll see how it falls to us. But all right, Sanders, Kittle, just go. This model freaking loves Ayuk. Wide receiver 10. Like, look at Ayuk's stats last year. I don't know why Ayuk is being hated on by the best ball community. Just because Brandon Ayuk was putting up solid numbers last year. Like, he was wide receiver 15 on a PPR basis with a little bit of his quarterback in flux. Like, he had Brock Purdy for a little bit. He had Trey Lance for a few games. I don't remember who their third quarterback was, but I think whoever their third quarterback was got some work here or there. So I like Brandon Ayuk this year. Gets Washington in week 17. I don't love Washington's secondary, so I think that he might be able to feast on it. It looks like he probably won't fall to me though, because Jason, Chris Godwin go here. Let me keep marking those guys. Herbie goes. Justin Herbie. I guess Trevor is still there. Joe Mixon went. Najee's gone. I think Christian Kirk and Kenneth Walker are both gone. Double check. Yeah, they're both gone. Michael Pittman, JSN go. Michael Pittman, Drake London, Tony Pollard, Mike Evans is there. Upton says Ayuk was kind of boomer bust though, and that's kind of what we want for best ball. I know Ayuk is a little bit boomer bust, but that is the nature of the best ball game. In redraft, I do agree Ayuk is a little bit risky because he's a little bit boomer bust. You don't know which San Francisco pass catcher is going to be the one to feast that week. But in best ball, I think he makes a lot of sense. And if I can get him in the 6th round, I would love that. I don't expect to get him in the 6th round of pick 69, well after ADP, but I will eat all that up if the draft room is willing to let me. But there is a particular player I am looking at in the 6th round. We'll see if he falls to me, though. Yeah, okay. Top guys on the board. Let's look at specific the wide receiver position because that's what we're going to need to be focusing on. Ayuk, Deontay, Mike Evans, Allen Lazard, Zay Jones. I do think the Tampa Bay receivers are being faded a little bit too heavily. Oh, it takes Dak kind of early. Took Dak very early. Dak at pick 61 when his ADP is 93.7. I am surprised, especially because my man has a red badge, and he's taken Dak Prescott in the 6th round with a 9th round ADP. So, okay. I mean, do you. Like, I'll let him do him. But there's 2 picks that I want at my pick. I'm going to shut up about it while these guys are on the clock and just hope that they fall to me. That's a reach, too. I took Quentin Johnston at what? I took him in the 8th round last time. He gets taken in the 6th. Okay. I like it. I like it for us. Addison, okay, we get one of our 2 guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let him fall. Let him fall. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, let's go. We get Brandon Ayuk. Love Brandon Ayuk here. Game stack him with Terry McLaurin. 6th round Brandon Ayuk feels like cheating. So I love this team. Like, what is this team? Like, San Francisco gets the LA Rams secondary twice this year. They get the Arizona Cardinals secondary twice this year. Oh, they're gonna eat those secondaries alive. Oh my God, San Francisco. And if they let my boy fall to me again, would be crazy. I would love it. I know they wouldn't love it, but I would love it. So please let my boy fall to me. And I think that this, if my boy, Gabe would have been interesting. I probably would have thought about Gabe, but I think that's taken him way ahead of. I guess that's not way ahead of ADP. His receivers are good. JJ, Devontae, Gabe Davis, and he also has. I wanted Goddard. That was the pick. That was the pick, guys. Okay, now I'm scrambling a little bit. Maybe we'll just reach at ADP a little bit and just go. Do we just go Jahan Dotson? Yeah, I think we could just go Jahan Dotson. Reception Perception loves him. I love Jahan Dotson. I think Jahan Dotson's an absolute stud. And we'll stack him with Terry. So we'll get the Terry Jahan, and then maybe we can go 18th round Sam Howell as our stack. But I like that game. I like that game, the San Francisco-Washington game. It'll be interesting. But then we're kind of getting into a juicy range of running backs. So maybe we pivot back to the running back position with all of these guys on the board. Damn, I really wanted Dallas Goedert. That would have been huge for us if we were able to get Dallas Goedert. I don't think that the model loves. All right, so we were able to get Ayuk. Mike Evans is definitely gone. Lockett is gone. I think Mike Thomas is gone as well. Michael Thomas is there. All right, so we're not that far down in our draft. George Pickens just went. I saw Chris Godwin, Gabe Davis, Traylon Burks. Any of these guys down here go? Okay, I took Jahan Dotson. I know that's a little bit of we're kind of fishing down here. But one thing model doesn't account for, injuries again. So maybe Jahan Dotson does get injured again and he falls down in this range. But when he plays, Jahan Dotson is really, really good. So I like having both Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin on this team. I think Washington's a pretty good bet to make a step forward, getting Eric Bieniemy on that offense. All of the running backs go, so maybe we turn away from the running back position, and we will see who falls to us at pick 93. I think we're just going to go best player available. I think that there's a few guys that I do like in this range. We'll see how the room falls to us, though. We have the San Francisco-Washington game. Oh, we could even look at Detroit-Dallas. Maybe if Brandon Cooks falls to us, we look at Brandon Cooks. Hopefully one of these guys takes Pacheco, though, because I don't like Pacheco. I don't think Pacheco is going to be very good this year. I think he'll be solid. He'll give you a solid, 8 to 10-point floor. That's fine. We know. This is the guy that reached on Dak. Okay, I'm not worried about him. He takes Monty and Pacheco. Yeah, I'm not worried about him. Okay. Help him says, yeah, I'm liking the Commanders' offense this year. Yep, I love the Commanders' offense this year. I'm a Commanders fan. I'm excited to go to a few games this year. I definitely want to go to the Commanders versus the Bills game. I think that game is going to be a lot of fun. Brandon Cooks goes, so can't grab him. But that's okay. Didn't think the model loves Brandon Cooks anyways. Let's go back to all of the players because it kind of opens up for everybody now. I think I saw Trevor go. Dak is definitely gone. I think I saw Deshaun go as well. Oh, no, Deshaun's right there. I wanted Darren Waller. That's okay. Help him says he's a Falcons fan. Can't wait to see how we do this year. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. You guys are going to have a good squad. Y'all should be fun to watch. Okay. I think I know who I want on my pick. The model hates this player, but I love this player. He was my league winner last year, and he barely played at all. But give me Jameson Williams because I already have some Jahmyr Gibbs exposure. I'll stack him with J-Mo. I just read High Lows, Mark Garcia's 33rd team article on Jameson Williams this year. And I love that Detroit offense. I'm going to be a huge fan of Detroit this year just because that offense is so fantasy friendly. And the fact that I can stack Jameson Williams and Jahmyr Gibbs and they play in that Week 17 shootout against Dallas, I really, really like that. I think I was able to salvage this wide receiver room pretty solidly behind Cooper Kupp and Josh Allen. So we're going to have to start focusing on the other positions and see who we're able to grab. I think there is one player which I am favoring if he falls to me. But if he doesn't, we'll just have to see. We'll see who we want to take. Maybe we can even mix it up a little bit, take a little bit of Brian Robinson, even though I hate Brian Robinson. I don't think it's the smartest to completely fade a player and draft none of them. Even if you don't love them at ADP, I think having just being very underweight, but still having a little bit in your portfolio makes a lot of sense. But if my player falls to me, I'm going to take him. If not, then we'll reevaluate and see. These guys all have very similar builds to me, though, so I'm assuming that they're all looking at the running back position as well. I'd be surprised if any of these guys. Hold on. A. Rich is here in the 9th. Do we want A. Rich? I've kind of been completely ignoring Anthony Richardson. But he's never made it to me at pick 100. Okay, A. Rich is gone. I was thinking about Anthony Richardson, though. If he fell to me, I would have definitely considered it. I know Evan Engram's going to fall to me. Jacksonville versus Carolina. How does Carolina play against tight ends? Week 17, the worst defenses against the tight end position. The Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Falcons. Is James Cook there? Let's go. James Cook is there. James Cook was the guy that I wanted. Pair him with Josh Allen. Let's just get all the rushing upside in that game against New England. Because Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs are both gone. Maybe we can look at a Dalton Kincaid and just bet on that outcome. ADP of 116. Take him at 117. maybe we look at Dalton Kincaid for the Buffalo tight end set. I mean, like, I know like Dalton Kincaid's a huge risk, but if we're swinging for the fences, if we're going for the $3 million, why not just toss a little Dalton Kincaid in there? I mean, he has all of the potential. Like Dalton Kincaid last year was an absolute beast at Utah. Where does New England rank in these? New England's bottom 11 in tight end points against. Oh, they gave up some of the most touchdowns. Third most touchdowns to the tight end position last year. Helms has got to roll the dice sometimes. Hey, we're going for the $3 million. We're definitely rolling the dice with all of these picks. I did want Dallas Goedert because the Cardinals are just year in, year out atrocious against the tight end position. I mean, gave up Travis Kelce level numbers to the tight end position. The Seahawks were bad against the tight end position too. Seahawks almost just as bad as the Cardinals. Seahawks lose 17. Pat Freiermuth. I didn't think about that before. Pat Freiermuth becomes viable now with this new development here. The Dolphins play the Baltimore Ravens. Mark Andrews even better. The Falcons play the Bears. Cole Kmet. Tennessee Titans play the Texans. Dalton Schultz. Gerald Everett. New Orleans. Juwan Johnson. I guess these are some interesting things that I'm seeing open up here. Some back here. Pat Freiermuth gets taken. Looks like all of the top quarterbacks are there. I don't think I want any of these quarterbacks though. I think I know who I'm going to get at my next pick. Maybe the pick after. Did we just take both of them? No, I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. We'll see how the room continues to fall. Evan Engram, Pat Freiermuth both go. I actually really like Freiermuth at ADP. I was hoping he fell to me. I don't have any picks for Seattle though. Who's the Commanders starting tight end? I'm even a Commanders fan. I don't even know who our starting tight end is. It's still Logan Thomas. If it's Logan Thomas, maybe we get 18th round Logan Thomas. It is Logan Thomas. I know he had a really bad injury, and that's why he didn't play much at all last year. Sounds like Logan Thomas would be a big part of the Commanders' plans 2023. 8.7 million against the cap. Appeared in 14 games, making 13 starts, and he was coming off that 20 ACL. How old is he? Is he like 31? Not everybody's coming back in 8 months, so he started to play the way that we know he was capable of later in the year, and so that's the guy we're expecting to get back when he OTAs. What was his game logs? Three for 16, 756, 8 for 35. Okay, in the last two games, 5 for 37. Oh, 3 for 37, 3 for 45. He got 61 targets last year, 323 receiving yards. Oh, this is going this way. Okay. Maybe we'll get an 18th round, Logan Thomas. Just take a swing on the guy. Damian Harris gets taken. All right, we'll go ahead and take Dalton Kincaid. Just to stack him with Josh Allen. We're buying the reports that Dalton Kincaid is going to be used as like a Travis Kelce sort of player. What tight end was he taken as just now? Tight end 11. That's an expensive price for Dalton Kincaid, but it's a price that I'm willing to pay just because of the upside that Dalton Kincaid possesses. And if reports start coming out that he's going to get used pretty heavily in the offense, then I think his ADP rises just because he's tied to that very, very juicy Buffalo offense. I definitely know who I want at my next pick. But if he doesn't fall to me, then I know the other pick that I want. Hopefully our guy falls to me. But if not, then we will look elsewhere. Please. Come on, guys. Let him fall to me. You know who we want. You know who we want, guys. Don't do it, Kid Prosper. You sniped me last time. You sniped me on Goddard. Don't snipe me on this one, too. Oh, you have Brian Robinson. You're not going to take him. All right, come on. Give me Gibby. Give me Antonio Gibson. Position rank RB40? What is that? How is he RB40? That's just absurd. I mean, if you want to disrespect a guy, Like, okay, but why are you disrespecting Antonio Gibson? Like, you should never be disrespecting Antonio Gibson. Jerick McKinnon, fine. Give me Antonio Gibson. Like, Antonio Gibson in our rankings is where RB15. Yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable outcome for Antonio Gibson. Like, let's take a look at his finishes in fantasy. I mean, actually, let's take a look at Sleeper just to give you guys that UI that you guys are used to. Antonio Gibson, okay, in his career, he's finished as the RB13, the RB12, and the RB27 in full PPR. But 795 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns in his rookie season, 1,037 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns in his sophomore season. And then last year when he was dealing with injuries all year, 546, 3 touchdowns rushing. But last year was also his highest receiving total. He had 46 receptions, 353 yards for 2 touchdowns. And guess what? Antonio Gibson was a receiver in college. So it makes sense that he was used as a receiver, and he should continue to be used as a receiver. And hopefully Eric Bieniemy calling the plays is able to realize that, and he starts drawing more of those plays up for Antonio Gibson. But we're building a squad, guys. I think we need to start hammering the receiver position a little bit more at this point. So we're going to focus on receivers at our next 2 picks, I think. Let's see. I mean, unless our top guy falls to us, which I don't think he will. But these are Michael Thomas is definitely gone. Hollywood's definitely gone. These are the guys that we want to take. We'll just start taking swings on some of these players. Buffalo plays New England. It does open us up to some juicy New England players like a Tyquan Thornton, maybe like a Kayshon Boutte. Kayshon Boutte is still – all right, Elijah was the one that we wanted to fall, but he's not falling. Kayshon Boutte is really, really, really intriguing just because of his abilities as a player. I'm a big fan of Kayshon Boutte. You guys should all be a fan of Kayshon Boutte. He's someone that I like to take a bet on to really come back on as a player. Maybe if Dalton Schultz slides to us, like we'll take him there. If Sky Moore slides to us, we'll take him there too. Actually, if Jared Goff even slides to us, we'll take him here. Just because taking these types of players so far after ADP is just wild. Help says people really hate Washington, and rightfully so. We've been a terrible, terrible organization for so many years. But Dan Snyder just sold. We're free. I didn't think I'd see it during my lifetime, but Dan Snyder is gone. Sky Moore just went. That's unfortunate. And that is music to my ears. I mean, I can't stand Dan Snyder. And I'm so happy that he's finally gone. I think this Washington team is finally going to turn it around, get the city of DC back behind them again. Dalton Schultz just goes. That's okay. Maybe we stack Chigo because I don't love any of the receivers in this range. Maybe we stack Chigo. Chigoziem Okonkwo. Where is he in our rankings? Oh, who's it? All right, I think Jacoby's gone, right? Jacoby, Allen Lazard. Is Zay Jones there? No, Zay Jones went also. Allen Lazard went in the 9th. Zay Jones went in the 10th. Jacoby's gone. Nico's gone. Allen, Zay, Jacoby are all gone. Like, look at that. It's a pretty strong model if all these guys are already gone. All right, Chase Claypool's there. Darnell Mooney both there. Juju's probably gone. Model does like Darius Slayton. Maybe this is a Darius Slayton team. Chigo's still there. Oh, yeah, we were going to check where the model had Chigo. Pop everybody in there. Chig. Chig is right next to Laviska, 10 and 28. Rookie season Chig, like it's hard to say. I think we're already taking the swing on Dalton Kincaid, so we're not going to take a swing on Chigo as well. I think we'll pass on Chigo. Maybe we take Gallup here to stack it because we have those Detroit players. Amazing how late both Slayton and Hodges are going. I agree. It's just way too late for them. I do like Thielen and Dubs, but I think just for the stacks, we're going to go Michael Gallup. Oh, Matthew Stafford got taken? Oh, no. Okay. That changes things. We'll go ahead and take Michael Gallup to stack with our Detroit boys. Oh, damn. I did not realize that Matthew Stafford was going to get taken in the 12th round. Okay, that changes plans. Maybe we just go Sam Howell then. Because Jared Goff got taken too. Yeah, we'll go Sam Howell with this team. Amazing how late both Slayton and Hodges are going. Yeah. All of the Giants receivers, they're all going so late. I think Gino's gone. Kirk, Kamara's definitely gone. We'll say Danny Dimes is gone. I think I didn't see any of those quarterbacks there, so we'll take all these guys off the board. Lenny's still there. Deshaun definitely gone. Kyler's gone. James Conner's gone. Swift. Tanny Bum. Aaron Jones is gone. Stafford goes. Montgomery goes. Damian Pierce. And maybe we'll take Mac Jones to bring back. I don't know. Hey, people are going to keep letting Chigo slide. Maybe we just go ahead and take Chigo. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, guys. The Carolina receivers are here too. Where do we have the Carolina receivers? Where's Thielen? Thielen's right here. That's actually a pretty solid spot. All right, I'll go Chigo or Thielen. They both slid. Whoever Kid Prosper doesn't take. He took Derek Carr. Chigo or Thielen? Which one do I like better? They both slid pretty far after ADP. I think I'll go Thielen just to show up the receiver room a little bit more. And I think Thielen has a more solid floor than Chigo. I know Chigo is like the only guy in that room that can really do anything with passes, and like our tight end room is not strong right now. But I'd rather shore up the receiver room. Helps us. Chark and Terrace going at quite the discount too, including Hurst. And yeah, I know maybe that opens us up to some Carolina options, because like we could take maybe a Laviska Shenault. Maybe a Laviska Shenault 18th round. There's a lot of 18th round guys we want. This is going to be interesting. But I like the team we built so far. This is looking like a monster. We have Josh Allen at a quarterback. Running backs Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, Antonio Gibson. Wide receivers Cooper Kupp, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Ayuk, Jahan Dotson, J-Mo, Michael Gallup, Adam Thielen, tight end Dalton Kincaid. I think we need to look back at the tight end room, though. This opens us up to the Dallas tight end room. Maybe we can go Jake Ferguson. I like Jake Ferguson. I think I'd rather go Jake Ferguson than Logan Thomas, because the tight end in the Dallas offense is always used, whereas in the Washington offense, not so much. Maybe Bieniemy's there; he's going to open it up a little bit more for the tight ends, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Laporta goes. I can't get two rookie tight ends on the same team. That'd be crazy. This does open us up to some Bryce Young. I only have like one Bryce Young this year. Actually, I don't think I have any Bryce Young in Best Ball Mania, but opens us up to Trey Lance, who could rise significantly in ADP. I do think I want Tyquan Thornton on this team, just because of the Buffalo guys. Ooh, Khalil Shakir. What's the Buffalo Bills depth chart? Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Deontay Hardy. Really? Or Deontay Hardy's stats? Help him says, first we eat in that Dallas offense, especially with no Schultz. Yeah, I think I'm going to look at Jake Ferguson later in the draft. Oh, Hardy didn't do. Oh, he was hurt all year last year. In 2021. All right, then does the model have Deontay Hardy? Oh, it has him very, very low. Never been in the Bills offense, though. Any other guys down here getting drafted? Nope. Okay, I think I'd rather take Laviska than Deontay, because the model actually doesn't hate Laviska Shenault. Michael Gallup. Model doesn't love Michael Gallup either, but Laviska Shenault's an interesting one. He has the ability to pop off any given week. Tyquan Thornton's also here. Terrace Marshall, AJ Green, Nico Collins. I mean, this entire range is pretty gross. I mean, maybe we look at we don't have too much correlation with Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, KJ Osborne, Josh Palmer, Alec Pierce. Not really. Maybe we look at Darius Slayton because we do have Cooper Kupp, DPJ, Carlton Sutton, Brandon Cooks, Adam Thielen. All right, we'll see. Van Jefferson just goes. DPJ is interesting. I think I'm going to take Devin Singletary right here. Yeah, I think I want Devin Singletary as our 5th running back because we have the Houston-Tennessee game, and Tennessee's defense is just as bad as Houston's. That's going to be a really, really gross game that I don't want any part of other than the running backs. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and take Devin Singletary. The model likes Singletary. I like Singletary. I think 14th round is a little bit too late for Devin Singletary. We'll go ahead and hit the draft button on him. And then when it comes back to us, I don't think I want both Buffalo tight ends. I think that's bad process. But I will go ahead and take a swing on I'm not going to say it yet just in case anybody's watching the stream. But I'm going to go ahead and take a swing on one of these boys. But we have 15, 16, 17, 18. So I think I'm going to go one more running back, one more quarterback, one more right. I need to do 2 tight ends. So I need 2 more tight ends. Need 2 tight ends. And then do I want to allocate that last 2 tight ends, 1 quarterback? Do I want to allocate that last pick to the running back or the wide receiver? Maybe that'll be our 18th round just so we can shore up the other positions first. Yeah, I think that'll be our 18th round pick. Unless I just want to go ahead and just hit the draft button on one of our guys here and just hope that this wide receiver room is good enough because we have 7 receivers. This is tough, guys. I think maybe because we spent 10th round on Kincaid, we'd have to limit ourselves to only 1 tight end instead of 2 and hope like Kincaid and Ferguson are able to pull us through because unless our guy gets taken. But if our guy doesn't get taken, I think I'm going to want to take him. We'll see. We'll see, guys. This is a tough spot to be in with. I think Kincaid was a mistake in the 10th round. It feels like a mistake just because I don't love Kincaid there. We're gonna take Jeff Wilson though, and just completely just have like a really, really solid 6 running backs. Maybe Jeff Wilson wasn't the pick there. Maybe it should have been another receiver. I think it should have been another receiver because J-Mo is going to be out and we double stack the Washington receivers. I think receiver should have been the pick there. We'll see, though. I think we're going to want to definitely get Sam Howell as our second quarterback. Where does he go? 201. We could probably get him 17th round, and then 18th round, we'll go ahead and just take our last tight end. We'll go 1 tight end. 1 tight end here for sure at our next pick. Help says you never know. Kincaid may blow up. Maybe he does. I'm hoping for it. I think Kincaid's a great player. I'm a big fan of Kincaid. We'll see if that was the right pick there. I still love this team though. Let me for all the audio listeners, I will go through this real quick. Josh Allen at quarterback, beast. Running back, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, Antonio Gibson, Devin Singletary, Jeff Wilson. Pretty solid running back room if you'd ask me. Wide receiver room of Cooper Kupp, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Ayuk, Jahan Dotson, Jamison Williams, Michael Gallup, Adam Thielen. Tight end, Dalton Kincaid. I think we need 1 more tight end and 1 more quarterback for sure. We'll see if we go receiver or tight end with our last pick. It feels like I should go tight end, but maybe we go wide receiver. I don't know. We'll see who we're able to get at each of our picks. Bryce Young is sliding pretty far, though. I don't love Bryce Young this year just because like rookie quarterbacks never end up working out. Yeah, I think I know how I'm going to go. Let's hope it falls the way that we want it to. I think we'll probably go quarterback first. It's interesting though. We had a bunch of rookies on our team in our last go round, and we have only Jahmyr Gibbs, Dalton Kincaid this go round. 2 first rounders though. Love that. Love all of this at ADP. I I think what we're going to want to do we want Khalil Shakir? Stack him with Mr. Josh Allen. Where's Shakir? He's the backup slot receiver. I like Shakir over Deontay Hardy, though. He has another year in the offense. Let's see what they're saying about Khalil Shakir. 10 for 161 last year. Any news? Bills GM hits a bigger role for us here after breakout playoff performance after light workload and is reaching the breakout in 2 playoff games. Bills general manager Brandon Beane hinted that Shakir will play a bigger part in the offense next year. Speaking on April 20th, after Beane's the team is trying to add more to and believe Shakir will be a part of that. We're looking for guys to add to our skill position that can be matches, and whether it's receiver tight end, whether it's just a guy with no weapon, say, hey, you can't double step every play. If you do, we're expecting this guy to win his one-on-one matchup or Gabe to win his one-on-one matchup. Khalil Shakir, we've got a lot of hope for him. I thought he played really well down the stretch when he had his opportunity. Two postseason games, catching 5-7 targets for a total of 91 yards. I wonder. But he get taken? And at Cole, are you watching the stream? How are you going to snipe Khalil Shakir from me? That's dirty. That is dirty. All right, I'm going to take Sam Howell here just to make sure I don't miss on him. 16th round Sam Howell, that's fine. Pick 189, ADP of 201. I'll go ahead and take Sam Howell here. And then at tight end, I think do we want 2 tight ends or 1 wide receiver? I think we want 2 tight ends because Shakir didn't fall to us. I don't love any of these other guys at A down here. Maybe like the only other one that I would take a swing on is like a Marvin Jones, because Marvin Jones should be pretty good at ADP. But I think we'll go tight end. We'll see. Maybe if Gesicki falls to us, we'll just go ahead and hit the draft button on Mike Gesicki. I know the model doesn't hate Gesicki, and he does have that correlation with the Bills. Gesicki is right. Ooh, maybe I'll tight end 25. Maybe we go with Gesicki just for the correlation. I mean, Logan Thomas is down here. Jake Ferguson is probably even lower. Whoa, Peyton Hendershot's over Jake Ferguson. Where's Ferg? Tight end 82. It likes Hendershot more? Really? Really? The model likes Hendershot more. Why? Why does the model like Peyton Hendershot more? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. All right, I think I'm going to take Gesicki just for the bring back on Josh Allen, James Cook, Dalton Kincaid. We will go Gesicki. They paid him. Actually, I like Hunter Henry over Gesicki. Hunter Henry or Mike Gesicki. The model likes Hunter Henry a lot more. I'm going to go with Hunter Henry. I don't know what to do with my last pick, guys. I like the team that we built so far. We have Josh Allen, Sam Howell at quarterback, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, Antonio Gibson, Devin Singletary, Jeff Wilson at running back. We're done drafting running backs. Definitely don't want to draft anymore. Cooper Kupp, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Ayuk, Jahan Dotson, Jamison Williams, Michael Gallup, Adam Thielen at receiver, and Dalton Kincaid and Hunter Henry at tight end. What are the bye weeks looking like? 2 by 7, 2, 2, 2. Okay. We're not overweight at any particular bye week, but maybe because we have a lot of doubled up bye weeks, we could just go 1 more receiver. Because Kincaid and Hunter Henry, like that's not I think that's a fine tight end room. I don't think drafting Jake Ferguson or Peyton Hendershot or Logan Thomas really pushes the envelope at the tight end position. Maybe the one I feel the best about is like a Jake Ferguson. So we could consider him there. Who does the model like the receiver position? Because we only have 7 receivers, and this feels like it needs an 8th receiver just because we only had 1 receiver through the first 4 rounds. Claypool's probably gone. Mooney's probably gone. Osborne's gone. Is Josh Palmer there? Do we just go naked? Josh Palmer's gone. We could go Marvin Jones. We could go Slayton. I actually think Slayton's the top receiver on our board, right? Yeah, Palmer, but yeah, Slayton is the top guy on our board. Collins is there. Sterling Shepard is also there. Darius Slayton is the top guy on our board. Maybe we could go Darius Slayton as our 18th round pick. And Slayton wasn't bad last year. They did bring in what's his name to compete with that role. What's that dude's name? Jalen Hyatt. So maybe Jalen Hyatt kind of eats Darius Slayton's lunch because Slayton isn't great, but he does have some spike weeks here or there. So we could think about him. Could think about Jake Ferguson. We don't have any Pitt or Seattle guys, right? Washington, any San Francisco boys down here? No. Shouldn't be too bad, although I prefer Hodgins. Yeah, Hodgins is gone. Maybe I just ignore both of them, though. Deontay Hardy's also here. I don't love Deontay Hardy. Kayshon Boutte is down here. Don't love Kayshon either. Where's LaVisca? LaVisca Chenault is also down here. But I don't love him either. Bobby Trees. Where do we have Robert Woods in here? Darius Slayton, Matt Collins, Sterling Shepard, Russell Gage, Marvin Jones, Noah Brown, Curtis Samuel, Kendrick Bourne. Where's Robert Woods? Robert Woods is down here too. Yeah, this is a pretty gross range to be taking a receiver. I don't really love any of these guys. I think I'm just gonna go tight end then, because I don't love any of those picks, honestly. Don't love any of them. And I did say that I needed some more Jake Ferguson. So you know what? We're going with the vibes. We're taking Jake Ferguson as the bring back against the Dallas boys or against the Detroit boys. So let's go. Jake Ferguson, come on down. I don't know. Just a gut feeling tells me that Jake Ferguson's kind of going to be the guy there. I know they drafted Schoonmaker, and I do like Schoonmaker, but Jake Ferguson, he had 2 games that like he really popped off. 4 for 40 and 1, 3 for 57. Why do I feel like Jake Ferguson is going to be good? I don't know. Jake Ferguson is solid, I think. But okay, for all of the audio listeners at home, the squad is looking like Josh Allen, Sam Howell at quarterback, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, Antonio Gibson, Devin Singletary, Jeff Wilson at running back, Cooper Kupp, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Ayuk, Jahan Dotson, Jameson Williams, Michael Gallup, Adam Thielen at wide receiver, and Dalton Kincaid, Hunter Henry, Jake Ferguson at tight end. Let me know what you guys think. I do like my previous team a little bit more than this team, but this team has Josh Allen. This team has that elite quarterback. Our QB1 in the model, who I think will finish as quarterback 1 this season, that's Josh Allen. But this is looking like a good team. Help him say because he's an offense that loves throwing to the tight end. That is true. Good team. Thank you. I like this team as well. But that's going to do it for us. Today. I appreciate everybody joining the broadcast, joining the live stream. It was a lot of fun drafting the team for you guys. I think that we have some potential winners with these last 2 drafts. So I'm really excited to keep an eye on it throughout the off season. But thank you all for joining, and I hope everybody has a good rest of your day and happy drafting. Peace, y'all.